My name is James Blackburn. I live and work in the American Southwest. As a result, I have the good fortune to be able to travel to a variety of beautiful locations. As a professional filmmaker, I document my life through video adventures and I share them with the world. Stay tuned as I travel through the world of movies and the beautiful outdoors. Thanks for watching the James Blackburn Experience.
All right, here we are, folks. 8th annual Ojito Wilderness Overnighter trip with my buddy Southwest Backpacker. Here we are. This is where we are currently located, in the parking lot. And we are going to be doing this trail right here. You are here. It's called the Hoodoo Trail. We're going to hike about a mile in and set up camp. And then we're going to do some day hiking afterwards. So stay tuned. It's going to be awesome and beautiful. Okay, right across the road from the parking lot is where the official trail begins. We'll be heading back there in just a few minutes. All right, I'm gonna put this pack on. I loaded this thing at home. I've only picked it up and moved it so far. I haven't actually put it on, so I'm sure it'll be a little bit of a surprise. All right, it already is. I can feel it. I haven't even got it on yet.
I liked how the camera moved up when you
yeah, the weight of it pushed it down. Yeah. Okay, so that not horrible, not bad. I gotta kind of get everything tightened in here, but I can deal with this. So, all right. Well, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And we're about to start our single step here in just a minute. All right. 2 thumbs up. Okay, here goes the single step. And away we go.
Good howdy, folks. Welcome back to another James Blackburn Experience. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Today, we're tackling the infamous Hoodoo Pine Trail, a fun trek through sandstone formations, hidden canyons, and some amazing scenery along the way. Welcome to the 8th annual Ojito Wilderness Backpacking Extravaganza. Every year, my friends and I embark on this glorious adventure. I'm joined today by my trusty friend, Matt, the Southwest Backpacker.
All right, folks. We're just a few hundred feet into the trail, and it just gets interesting right away. You start seeing rock formations and cactus. And right now there's flowers in a lot of places, and the cactus are blooming with some nice yellow flowers on them. That's always cool.
Hiking in, the landscape morphs into a surrealist painting. We're talking sandstone swirls, ancient petroglyphs, and my uplifting personality. As we hike, the landscape unfolds like a canvas of gold, crimson, and turquoise. I escape to the wild, where nature's beauty awaits. Join us on this journey into the heart of a desert wilderness. We immerse ourselves in the serenity of the desert, where ancient sand stretch across the horizon and the hoodoo rocks look otherworldly. We follow the winding trail as it unfolds into a tapestry of breathtaking views. Think desert, think rocks, think whoa. I feel the weight of my backpack, the rhythm of my footsteps, and the freedom of the open trail. We discover hidden rocks, secluded desert, and the solitude of the wilderness. We've been trekking into this stunning New Mexico wilderness since 2017, and it never fails to deliver. This year's mission? Photograph the infamous Wave Rock Formation on our way in.
All right, folks, so about a quarter mile in, or maybe a little less, there's a little trail here on the right, and it goes up to the first little hoodoo. As you can see, that's really looking beautiful. But wait, and here in about a quarter mile or so, we are going to come to an area that I have nicknamed the Wave. You think this is beautiful? Just wait until you see the wave. There you go. Awesome. All right, so this is just a side trail off the main trail, but if you're going to hike it, you got to stop and check all these rock formations out, because look how cool that is.
And then you just go back down to the main trail where Matt's at and on to the next rock formations.
We trek into the unknown, fueled by caffeine, trail mix, and amazing view in every direction. Our mission? Find the fabled rock formation, rumored to grant mystical hiking powers.
There's several sections of this trail that change and look completely different than the rest. And over here to my left, we're gonna go up, and it's an area I call the beach because the sand reminds me of something you'd see at a beach. So that on this section of the Hoodoo Trail, this is the beach. And you'll see here why in just a minute. See, look at those. It's like sand dunes that you see at the beach. Isn't that awesome?
And then we see it. The Wave Rock Formation. Or at least that's the nickname I've given it, because it reminds me of the wave in Arizona. Jaw-dropping, awe-inspiring, and totally photo-worthy. We spend a while here soaking in its majesty, and of course, get lots of video and photos.
This place never ceases to amaze me. Look at the beauty of this rock. The layers. Incredible. Right through these rocks, at the back of the canyon, there's a really tall pine tree. That's where we're camping, so we're about a half mile from camp. Pretty cool.
As we continue our hike, the desert landscape morphs into a Salvador Dali painting. As we trek, the desert transforms into a surrealist theme park. Cacti wear tutus, rocks levitate, and my backpack gains its own gravitational pull. Backpacking into the Ojito wilderness is like a spiritual experience, connecting with nature and my good friend Matt. Our annual ritual's all about friendship, adventure, and a great campfire experience later this evening.
Man, it's bright out here without sunglasses on. I have sunglasses with me, but they're in the backpack. Forgot to grab them. So when we get to camp here in a little bit, I will find them sunglasses and put them on. All right, folks, I just mentioned we went through a section of the trail called the beach, that I call the beach. And then we went through the wave, and now this is an area I call Mars, because the rock formations are just so unique and unusual. Look at that. It's It's almost like we're on another planet. As you can see, the Mars part of the trip is continuing. This unusual, weird landscape here literally looks like another planet. That's what I love about New Mexico. It's just so different every time you go anywhere. All right, folks, out here in New Mexico, there are some unusual trees that just grow and die out here. And I call trees like this, and my other half, Karen, we both call these Tim Burton trees, because it looks like a tree that you'd see in a Tim Burton movie. So yeah, kind of neat. All right, we're in the home stretch to base camp. That big tall tree right there is a ponderosa pine, and that's very close to where we're going to be camping for the next night. So it's going to be awesome. All right, I was saying home stretch right here. There's the Hoodoo Pines. So hiked about a mile in. Not too much. Fairly easy hike. You can see Matt's already up there.
We trek into the stunning New Mexico desert, surrounded by these iconic hoodoo rocks that makes you wonder if Mother Nature hired a sculptor. And those ponderosa pines, they're like nature's cathedral. Minus the cathedral and the religion and well, you get the idea. Arrival at Camp Awesome, where the views are breathtaking, the company's better, and our backpacks are finally off our shoulders. The sweet sound of Velcro as we shed our backpacks and embrace the art of doing nothing.
All right, folks, it is definitely a hot one today, so it feels good to be here in the shade. We got our backpacks kind of here chilling out as well, and we'll set up camp here once we take a break and cool off here for a little bit.
Conversation flows like wind, which admittedly is feeling really nice right about now. We solve life's problems, share bad jokes, and admire this impressive scenery. Conversation meanders like the nearby arroyo. Friendship, desert wilderness, and classic New Mexico blue skies. What else could you ask for?
Here's where we'll have a campfire later. Awesome.
We recharge, refuel, and remind ourselves no cell service is a good thing.
Awesome. All right, folks, so we are officially at the Hoodoo Pines. You can see the pines, you can see the hoodoos, and this is the 8th year in a row that I've come here to camp, so I'm really happy to continue the tradition. And it's in the 80s, so we're gravitating toward the shade for a bit. Maybe get some food and drink out and relax, and then set up camp here in just a little bit.
Our lightweight camp chairs, the ultimate symbol of wilderness luxury. Shade, sweet shade, the desert's greatest gift. We sit, we relax, we rediscover the joys of not hiking. Our hiking route takes us through a maze of sandstone formations, each one more breathtaking than the last. We navigate narrow canyons, scramble up rocky outcroppings, and marvel at the vast expanse of the high desert.
Oh my goodness. I just love this place. Alright, it's definitely hot and dry out today, but it's a nice day. We have perfect skies. There's flowers sprinkling up along the trail here at different cactus. Who can ask for anything better? It's just awesome day to be out in the wilderness. Another Tim Burton tree right here in the wilderness.
The hiking's great, don't get me wrong. We climb, we descend, we trip over roots. It's like a real-life video game. Minus the pixels, and the controller, and the... Okay, it's just hiking. But seriously, the views? Breathtaking.
So last time I was here, I remember this rock because it reminds me of a skull rock with the upper teeth. So you see the two eyes and the nose and then the upper jaw there. Just unusual rock here in the Ojito wilderness. Some yellow flowers. Got just enough moisture for this to happen. It's nice. And the hiking continues. As we're hiking back, I've been kind of looking around for other campsite potentials and haven't seen anything yet, but there's supposed to be some really good campsites back here, so we're keeping our eyes open.
The Ojito Wilderness is a geologist's playground. We explore ancient cliffs, examine fossils, and ponder the mysteries of the Jurassic era. It's like walking through a living, breathing museum.
Wow, this trail just keeps getting more and more interesting.
As we climb to the top of a particularly stubborn ridge, the views unfold like a canvas of gold, crimson, and turquoise. The valley stretches out before us, a testament to the power of erosion and the beauty of the American Southwest. We navigate the canyons, scramble up some more rocky outcroppings, and we marvel at the vast expanse of this beautiful area. We regale each other with tales of backpacking adventures. As the sun passes over, we continue our journey, now with the added excitement of sandy trails and cactus everywhere.
Alright, folks, up on that rock, there's definitely a cave entrance. We don't know how deep the cave is, but we're gonna kind of climb up to it and check it out up a little bit closer. So here we go.
The sun was hot this day. We seek shelter beneath a conveniently placed rock. We take a look around to see what we can find. We finally arrive at the base of a majestic rock formation, and Matt declares, "Time for a snack." We sit, munching on trail mix and taking in the breathtaking view. This spot's special. The Ojito wilderness has a way of putting life into perspective. Matt's wisdom is contagious. Matt's been coming to the Ojito wilderness for a really long time, and he's the first one who introduced me to this place, and I'm so thankful that I get to come here and benefit from his knowledge and experience of this awesome desert wilderness.
So not really big enough to climb inside of, but a critter could live in there for sure. And we're not far from the top as well. At least this section of the top. Neat.
The Ojito's trail secrets reveal themselves. Hidden canyons, ancient artifacts, and Matt's impressive knowledge of the area. We sit in comfortable silence, watching the clouds drift lazily by. As we rest, a curious raven lands nearby, eyeing our snacks. I attempt to communicate, but the raven's having none of it. We press on, our spirits lifted by the serenity of the wilderness. In the wilderness, we find our truest selves. Amidst towering cliffs and whispering winds, we discover the beauty of simplicity. The trail unwinds, a serpentine path through the unknown, beckoning us to explore, to discover, to connect. In this vast, untamed expanse, we find solace, peace, and the quiet whisper of the wild. May our footsteps be gentle, our hearts be open, and our spirits be renewed by the beauty of the wilderness. May the wilderness forever call to us, guiding us home to ourselves.
We were kind of heading for the top, and I got up to about level with that rock face there, the lower rock in the center of the frame. It was just so sketchy and loose, it was freaking me out, so I came back down. Matt is over here. He did kind of make it to the top. He's a better climber than me. But yeah, I'm heading back down now to the main trail, which is way down there still. So we're heading down there. Be nice and safe. Back on the trail again in just a minute. All right, folks, if you do come out to these sort of places and you're going to explore, just be really, really careful. And going off trail is okay. Just be careful you don't damage anything. You know, walk on good solid ground when you can. Don't carve a new trail. And most importantly, just be careful. Just one false step out here could result in a major injury or worse. I mean, this is serious backpacking wilderness stuff here. And it might be a desert, but it's still in the middle of nowhere. Or as I say, the middle of everywhere. And before you know it, you're back on the safety of the maintained trail. Now I just gotta find that. All right, batteries are about to die on the cameras. We've been hiking a pretty good amount today. Probably no more than 3 miles at this point, but it's some rugged hiking, especially when you decide to go up and explore those sort of areas. And you can just see what the trail looks like here as I'm hiking it right now. So we're gonna head back to camp, get some lunch in us, some more liquids, which I do have water with me, I've been drinking it. And after lunch, and some more water, set up camp for the day because we're staying out here overnight. It's going to be absolutely wonderful. All right, so we're always checking out other areas to see if there's camping available, and sometimes you find other things. And Matt discovered this cool rock bench up here that somebody must have built years ago, maybe. Food bag, stove, and fuel and pot. So we're going to get this going. You can see Matt's down there right now setting up his stove, and we're going to get ourselves some freeze-dried meals going right here in our trusty cook pots. So it's going to be great. All right, folks, it's been fairly windy out here today, so you got to get a little creative to get your water to boil. So you can see I'm back here kind of hidden near a tree. I'm in a good safe spot. No fires are going to happen, but it's out of the wind. It's going to allow me to boil the water for my meal, which is going to be Mountain House Adventure Meal, rice and chicken. I don't know if I've had this one before, but I'm looking forward to it because I'm hungry. So let's get this water boiled up and let's get some food a-going. All right, we just had a big gust of wind come by. Spit up sand right in my face. My stove back here seems to be working still. It didn't get knocked over. And yeah, so we're doing okay. Dinner is on the horizon. All right, folks. It doesn't take real long for the water to start to boil. So we're gonna get this into my food dish now, and we're gonna have a chow down time.
Dinner in the Ojito wilderness, where friendship and dehydrated meals converge. Our 8th annual trip's culinary highlight. Add boiling water, stir, and pray. My chef skills shine. Just add water, wait 10 minutes, and boom! Freeze-dried masterpiece. As we wait for our meals to rehydrate, we share stories of the day's adventures. Who got lost, who saw wildlife, and who forgot the sunscreen. Again, it was me. All right, folks, with these dehydrated meals, you have to put the boiling water in there, stir it up, let it sit for the predetermined amount of time it says on the packaging. Then you re-stir it and seal it again. And, look on the back to see how much more time it says to give. And then I'll be ready for dinner. The desert wilderness provides the perfect dining ambience, gentle breeze, and the desert's impressive beauty. Friendship and food, the perfect pairing. We savor each bite, grateful for the simplicity of life on the trail. 8 years of backpacking trips, countless dehydrated meals, and yet this moment feels new. That's the beauty of sharing experiences with friends. Conversations flow, laughter echoes, and the Ojito Wilderness lulls us into contentment. Ojito Wilderness, where friendship, adventure, and dehydrated meals unite.
Yeah, chicken and rice, or as they call it, rice and chicken. So I guess that's true. There's a lot more rice than chicken in here, but man, it smells great. Okay. All right, folks, this smells absolutely yummy. I'm definitely going to get into this because we need to eat.
As we finish our meals, it starts to cool off, and it feels like a nice evening is coming soon.
All right, folks, dinner has been had. We're here at the beautiful Hoodoo Pines area. And now we're having a little dessert. Mountain House also has these ice cream sandwiches. This one's mint flavor. They're freeze-dried ice cream. So it's not cold, but it is really refreshing and yummy. And I broke it in half, and Matt and I are sharing one right now. And yummy, yummy, yummy.
As the sun dips, casting a golden glow, we toast to adventure, camaraderie, and not getting lost. Ojito Wilderness, where the views are epic, the friends are better, and the drinks are always cold-ish.
All right, folks, the sun has officially dipped behind the mesa. So we are in complete shade up here now. So it feels like the temps just dropped, and it feels really, really nice out now. So we are going to get our shelters set up and get ready before it gets dark. And then later, if the wind calms down, campfire. Now you can see over here next to us, the sun is still shining over there. But where we're at, complete shade for the rest of the day. So beautiful and awesome. Okay, so tents and backpacks, everything are right here. I'm going to grab my stuff and head down to where my tent is going to go for the night and just get ready to go, so when it gets cold we have a place to go and get warm again. Okay, so where I set my tent up down here the 7 years before, and this is year number 8, I always set up the tent in the same spot. Now over here behind those trees up there is where my spot is going to be, but first we'll stop here and take a look. You can see Matt, the Southwest Backpacker, is getting set up over there and ready to go. That's his traditional spot where he stays. So let's head over to my spot real quick. All right, back here is where I'm going to set up my tent. You can see I kind of cleared a little spot already. It wasn't quite as level as it used to be, so I had to fix it. But when I leave tomorrow, I'll restore this back to its original state, and then no one will ever know I was here. Folks, got my tent set up. You can tell it's a nice little cozy Kelty. Really nice. Still have to get my sleeping pad and my sleeping bag in there, but I'll get that in here in just a second, and then here in a little bit it'll be campfire time. All right, all set up. Put these extra lines on here because it's been windy, although it's a little bit calmer now. But I have the tent set up on the inside. Let's go and check it out. So that'll be the foot end up here, will be the head end, and it's a nice comfortable sleep. It really is. So there you go. We're gonna close her up before any bugs get in here and have a nice comfortable sleep here tonight in the Ojito wilderness of New Mexico. All right, folks, we did it. We got shelters up. Sun is still a little ways from setting, even though it's set where we're at. Around us, it's still out. So it's nice to have this thing ready to go before it gets dark out. You always want to not be setting up after dark.
Lay that out like that. We're pretty much ready to go. Mother Nature's kindling, and we're blessed to have ponderosa pine right next to camp. Shedding dry needles over the years. That'll make perfect fuel source to get that to combust, and that'll be an easy to light campfire because it's so dry. Okay, man, that thing's ready to go. Want to go tonight?
All right. See if we can do this quickly. What's nice about this is something Matt taught me years ago is we have a thing out here called fatwood. And I'm cheating a little bit. I'm using a Bic, but one strike of this should get the whole thing going. So let's see what happens.
Also, we got pine needles down there as our starter, and that's going to light up like gasoline. All it takes is one little flame, and the rest of it's going to spread pretty darn quickly. There we go. Yeah, that wasn't so hard.
Nope, that was one flick of the Bic.
That was one flick of the Bic. Awesome, man.
Thank you for stocking it and getting it ready.
Thanks for helping us get some firewood.
Yeah, I scouted out around this whole area.
Good, nice.
As the evening starts, I reflect. Days like these remind me of why I love backpacking. Connection, adventure, and a healthy dose of humility. The Ojito wilderness has left its mark on me. As the sun starts to set, casting a golden glow across the landscape, I find peace in the simplicity of the natural world. As sunset continues to paint the desert gold, we share tales of past trips, laughter, and various dinners along the way. 8 years of Ojito adventures have forged an unbreakable bond. Matt's stuck with me forever. He's more than a friend to me. He is family.
All right, the sun has officially set, and we are here in the Ojito wilderness. Off in the distance, you can see the mesa on the right, but those mountains on the left, those are the Sandia Mountains out there by Albuquerque, about 60 miles from here. It's kind of neat that we can still see them.
As the sun dips below the horizon, shadows dance and stars twinkle like diamonds scattered across the velvet sky. Under starry skies, we reflect on why we return annually. It's more than just hiking. It's rejuvenation, camaraderie, and remembering what's truly important. Good snacks. Campfire tales at the Hoodoo Pines are the highlight of my year. We swap stories, share laughs, and occasionally, someone might even dance around the campfire. It's like our own private festival. As we sit around the campfire watching the flames dance across the hoodoos, I'm reminded that this trip isn't just about the wilderness. It's about the connections we make within it. Laughter, stories, and a shared sense of wonder. That's what this trip is all about. Good food, good friends, and did I mention the hoodoos? It's like nature's own art gallery. We spend our days exploring, our evenings feasting, and our nights gazing up at a star-studded sky, wondering why don't we do this more often? Year 8, and this trip still feels like a sacred tradition. we've got our rituals. It's time to unplug, recharge, and remember that life's beauty lies in its simplicity. Under starry skies, reflect on the journey, the beauty, and the sense of adventure that unites us all. Nighttime brings its own magic. As we gather around the fire, we watch the stars twinkle like diamonds scattered across the velvet sky. The desert night is a symphony of crickets, coyotes, and the occasional hoot of an owl.
All right, folks, that was a great day. I always say that going to the wilderness is good medicine, and it feels like that right now. I mean, we're only going to spend about 24 hours here, but the hiking, the camaraderie with my good friend Matt, the Southwest backpacker, and some good food, and of course, campfire experience. You can't go wrong with that. It's a really starry night out tonight. It's super clear. We got a lot of great shots of the sky and the surrounding area. It's been a really fun time. I think I'm going to wrap it up here and head toward the bed soon. Matt's already headed down to his tent, and I'm not even sure what time it is. It's probably a little after 10. But I'm enjoying the last of this fire. But I'm going to bid you all a good night here by saying my usual, and that is love, love, hate, hate. Take care of each other.
Morning light brings new adventures in the Ojito wilderness, where the sun rises, birds sing, and backpackers step out of their tent after a good night's sleep. Today's agenda: survive breakfast, granola bars, stale coffee, and my questionable culinary skills.
All right, good morning, folks. Here we are waking up after our overnighter here at the Ojito Wilderness. I'm here by the Hoodoo Pines area still. And it got a little chilly last night. It wasn't bad, probably 45-ish. But I had the right gear and I slept really comfortable in my tent. And it was just a nice night to be out here. Here in a little bit, I'll head back over to the tent that way, and I will break everything down and pack it up and head out here in a couple hours. So yeah, what a great little trip here. So, you know, even at 8:14 in the morning out here in the sun, because it is almost June, it's hot already. And so I'm up in the shade, gonna get my boots tied up, and then I'm gonna go break down my gear. So it's nice, beautiful morning out here in the Ojito. And Matt is going to get some dronification here.
On the drone, you can see here on the screen, we've got screen action. Drone's pointed out that direction.
Nice.
I'm going to do some quick settings here to make sure that I can fly the way I'm supposed to fly.
Home point updated.
Okay, that looks good. All right, here we go.
Howdy. Drones are cool. I think that looks awesome.
Look on the screen.
Nice. Wow. It's just amazing how tiny we are when you see yourself from above like that. It's like, it's hard to even see yourself on the screen. Nice, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's gonna be an awesome shot. It's a nice shot right there. Nice slow pan out towards the parking lot. And I'll go forward, bring us over there to the edge of the cliff, and we'll fly it back to camp. Ooh, that's a nice shot.
All right, folks, after some fun drone time this morning with Matt, I'm back here now at my tent. And I'm going to start packing all this stuff up into the backpack here in a little bit, because in about an hour we're probably going to head out. But yeah, had a good night's sleep in there. It was wonderful. All right, everything's put away and in the backpack, and as I always say, the campsite looks a lot more lonely without my tent. But we are ready to go. Here in a few minutes we're gonna start heading out, and Matt's gonna get a drone shot of us doing it. So stay tuned. Okay, I don't have the backpack on all the way yet, but I'm gonna walk over to where our campfire was at and set it down there and eat a little bit of something before we head out. But yeah, good day to be here. Good night to be here. Good friend to be with. So thanks, Matt, for coming out with me and being a part of this awesome adventure. All right, it's my turn.
Packing up. The thrilling conclusion to our backpacking adventure. Who knows what surprises our gear has in store for us today? My strategy? Cram everything into my backpack, then sit on it. Matt's method? Precise folding, followed by the realization that he has this down. My approach? Pray to the backpacking gods. As we prep for the hike out, we reflect on our adventure. Laughter, camaraderie, and only a few minor injuries. Not really. We usually don't get too badly hurt when we go out to the wilderness like this.
All right, folks, here we go. Journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and we're about 5 or 6 steps into it. And it was a great overnighter out here. Definitely recharged the spiritual batteries a little bit. And now we're heading out.
Final checks. Water bottles filled, snacks stashed, and my backpack securely packed finally.
Yeah, we got a nice calm day today.
Yeah, no wind at all. I mean, very little at least.
We're ready to conquer this wilderness and head out to the trailhead. One last glance at the breathtaking view, and we're off.
Wow, that was a great overnighter. I really enjoyed staying the night out here. It was awesome. You know, folks, just being out here in the outdoors, especially on an overnighter, you know, you get the whole camping experience, even though you're only here for about 24 hours. I came up with this idea years ago, and I wanted to test it. Was 24 hours enough time in the wilderness to kind of recharge your spiritual batteries? And I have to say it is. It's a lot of work for 24 hours, but the work is part of the fun of it. So yeah, enjoying it. Beautiful day. Happy to be here. Wow. All right, Matt's got this cool option on his drone where it will follow us and fly around us while we're hiking. And we're just a little bit before you get to the wave area of the hike. So he's gonna launch here and work his magic with the technology and the camera, and we're gonna see what happens.
All right, we're good, James.
All right, rock and roll, man. right. The journey of 1,000 miles continues. All right, we're back at the beach.
Welcome to the wild, where the backpacks are heavy, but the spirits are lighter. As John Muir said, in every walk with nature, one receives far more than they seek. And of course, I believe the trail's a metaphor for life. Long, difficult, and most of the time amazing. But that's where the magic happens. In the unknown, the uncomfortable, and the utterly breathtaking views. John Muir also said, as we hike, we discover our true selves. The clearest way into the universe is through a wilderness. I agree, John Muir. For me, backpacking's not just the miles. It's the moments, my epic stumbles, Matt's awesome drone flights, the campfire experience, and our collective snack obsession. In the wilderness, we find friendship, we find peace, and we find life. We're more than just hikers. We're a family. Aristotle said, the whole is more than the sum of its parts. We find our limits, strengths, and capacity for growth. J.R.R. Tolkien reminds us that the greatest adventure is what lies ahead. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, nature always wears the color of the spirit. Abraham Lincoln said, in the end, it's not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years. So from me to the universe, here's to the trail, to friendship, and embracing the unknown.
All right, folks, we're almost to the end of the hike. The drone has been capturing it awesomely. Some of the probably most epic shots of Matt's getting here right now. I can't wait to see him later. So yeah, we're heading back to the truck. And what a great overnight. That was really cool. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I did too. That was a wonderful trip, and I'm glad me and James could get out and do our traditional trip out here to the Ojito Wilderness. 2 thumbs up.
Heck yeah. Great time.
As we emerge from the Ojito Wilderness, the drone captures our triumphant exit. Dirty, tired, and bearded, but exhilarated. Matt and I reflect on our adventure, laughter, camaraderie, and some amazing life choices. The Ojito Wilderness, a tapestry of sandstone formations, ancient petroglyphs, and unforgettable memories. As we hike out, the desert landscape unfolds, a kaleidoscope of colors, textures, and Matt's impressive drone skills. The Ojito Wilderness has left a mark on us, a reminder of the beauty, wonder, and fun that awaits beyond the trailhead. Ojito Wilderness, you've done it again. Thank you. Until next year's escapade, Matt and I will be planning, prepping, and perfecting our backpacking skills, or at least trying not to forget the trail mix. You know, the one with some chocolate in it. Ojito Wilderness, until next time.
All right, folks, we're back at the truck in one piece. You can see the vehicle back here. Matt's getting his pack unloaded. Mine is over here on the ground. You can see right there. Really nice time out here at the Ojito Wilderness again this year. So I'm going to sign off here by saying the usual, and that is love, love, hate, hate. Take care of each other.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Remember, folks, life is beautiful if you know where to look. Keep your eyes, your heart, and your mind open. It just might lead you somewhere special. Thank you for watching the James Blackburn Experience. Please check out my channel for over 1,000 additional video adventures.